angry at each other. If we continue to bring our young people at a young age into and have a formalized debate, it would help them with problem solving.
There are strong presenters, we have some strong researchers, so regardless of what the topic is, I do believe that they will come out on top.
I am all for competition, but I am most confident that our students will do the best that they can because they're brilliant, they're bright, they're excited, and we love the spirit of intellectual exchange, and we look forward to working with Boys and Girls High.
Mr. Baker, we'd like to hear what you think your chances are against Cicely Tyson's School of Performing Arts.
Well, to be quite honest with you, we look at the aspects of our kids. And so, based on starting this new debate, it's a whole new thing for us.
So there you have it. Just a small part of the trailer.
Listen to that again with the visual. There's a visual there. We were just listening to it. In the trailer, was it?
It's a visual.
Okay, it's a visual.
Yeah, there was a visual.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they actually do the debate.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That was very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hope that Columbia High School.
We're going to try to get them into Columbia.
Yeah.
At least, you haven't even been heard by the people in Columbia?
We should talk to Joanna Wright.
Yes, her and some others in addition.
Well, I mean, she's the vice president
of the board, yeah.
And then she can talk to the other people and, for them to get that involved.
So what's the next debate?
The next debate will be a debate which is the mock trial debate.
Right, I know. I heard about that's what oratory prep does, a mock trial,
and it's taken from this book.
Mm-hmm.
Our mock trial will have two groups: one the defense, representing the defense, and one representing the prosecution, and it centers around the youngster Solomon, who has run away. And he's chased by this gentleman called Fast Freddy.
Oh, Fast Freddy.
Now, what happens is that Solomon's father finds out about it. He's looking for Solomon. And then we give a hypothetical. Solomon's father physically subdues Fast Freddy. So now, Fast Freddy claims that Solomon's father assaulted him. So now Solomon's father is being put on trial for assault. So the one group has to defend Solomon's father based upon the characters in the book. The other group is going to prosecute Solomon's father based upon the different characters in the book. So all the witnesses that they call are from these characters. And they're allowed to call the witnesses. They have an opportunity for them to let them be cross-examined by the other defense. And then the defense will call witnesses. And it's like a regular trial. As a matter of fact, we have a real judge, Judge Sekou. And she's in the Newark court system. So she will preside over the trial. The only difference is that it's a jury that makes the final decision. And so the jury goes out and they're sequestered and they argue the merits of the case, and then of course they come back with a decision.
So what is the long-term goal of Solomon debates?
Well, the long-term goal of the Solomon debates are to bring back into the different schools, especially in urban communities, that spirit of competition. As you probably know, Boys High and many of the schools in Brooklyn had an athletic presence.
Oh, I know that for a fact. That's right.
So,
absolutely.
I ran track. You ran track,
yep.
I'm sure.
Yep, I did.
And so that is wonderful, all right? Because it was a means of getting people to a different place in their life.
Absolutely.
College and other things.
Absolutely.
But while we want to see our kids being able to run up and down the court, play basketball, we also want to make sure that our kids will be the ones that will be running to the Supreme Court.
I agree with you.
And that's the place that this new competition is going to take us. We want our kids now not just to be sharp athletically. We want them to be sharp in terms of their academic stance.
Yep.
When we can get our kids, for instance, this program started out with just a few kids. Now we have hundreds of kids. And the idea is to take these schools and put this program into their first years in the school, where they get this competition between classes in the school, and then intra-school debates, so that they are no longer just in a school where you have to prep them for their normal subjects. Debate allows you to do the things that will make it so that all your other subjects are easy. When you get into debate, you're learning research. You're learning how to speak. You're learning how to pay attention. All the things that are necessary for these other subjects to be able to be conquered. So a kid that goes through the debate course, and this is proven, kids that are in our class, their marks jump. All of their marks. Why? Because now they have learned what is necessary in order to be a good student. You see, when
they're getting skills.
They're getting the skills.
Well, I think one of the most important skills is the listening skills.
That's what I was going to add that.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you're in court, you got to listen, to what the prosecutor is saying. Depends on what side of the fence you're on.
Right.
You got to actually listen. And you got to remember, what that person talked about. Or you got to take notes. So they're learning quite a few things that they're going to need in the classroom, as you said.
Exactly.
It's not just, come into debate and once you leave the debate, that's it.
No.
But it's utilizing those skills in other parts of your education.
Yeah. When they leave a debate, for instance, such as the one on Social Security, Wall Street investment, they don't forget what they've talked about. Okay? They researched it. They know it. And when you see them back in the school, they know what they're talking about. One of the things that's interesting no longer just something that can be hid underneath a basket. And it's now something which is beginning to grow. We will have Skype debates with Rwanda, with Jamaica, with Haiti. Our kids now are exposed to the world. This is a difference. When you're able to see the same, like one principal told me, she said, when I told these kids they were going to be debating Rwanda, she said their eyes opened up like saucers, because they had never had the opportunity to actually in real time see these youngsters from across the continent. All right, to go and talk to kids in England and see these kids in their classes debating them. If you watch the kids in these debates, after the debate was over, they trying to get little notes, call me, or here's my email.
Find me on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
So they establish a camaraderie with all these kids around the world. It's different when you have a youngster in an urban setting where they see just one facet of life. Like I was told that in certain areas, like in Brooklyn and whatnot, kids don't go any more than 30 blocks.
That's right.
That's right.
For their whole life.
That's right. Absolutely correct.
All right? So just imagine what it is like when they have the world opened up to them. And they realize that these kids, hey, these are kids from another part of the earth. They have circumstances that are like mine.
That's right.
Or sometimes worse.
But then I think they realize, God, that's a kid like me.
Yeah.
He does. They look. Hey, you look like my friend down the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing.
And
to watch
then
that.
when they have the opportunity to actually meet these kids, like at the South African consulate when the kids met, it wasn't like they were, some far-flung place. Those kids came from South Africa over here and met our kids. All right? So they had that bond established. And that's what it's all about. I remember when I talked to the council at in South African consulate, and I met him, and he says to me, he says, Mr. White, he says, what would you like us to do? What is it that you want? So I said, I'm interested in building bridges. So he looked at me, he said, well, we have very good bridges in South Africa.
No, he didn't. And fewer potholes, so what do you want?
Hey, it's time to have some fun and turn back the calendar to 1962 and watch as a spirited Baltimore team through great song and dance integrate a TV dance show and achieve archery with the performance. You guessed it, it's Hairspray. Shows May 1st, 2nd, 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th at 8 p.m. and May 3rd and 10th at 2 p.m. at the Bergdorf Theater of Performing Arts. General tickets $25. Call 973-761-8453 or visit thestrollers.org for more information. Don't stay at home. Come play with the Strollers.
We are back with you, and tonight we have with us, we have a wonderful experience tonight. We have with us
Mike White.
Mr. Mike White from the Solomon Debates. It's a program for urban youth. It's more than urban youth, though, right?
Right.
It's more than urban youth. Newark, East Orange, Brooklyn, South Africa, Rwanda, Haiti, and more to come.
More to come.
You see? And you can always go to SolomonAdventures.com. That's Solomon '*S. Solomon'sAdventure.com. They also have a Facebook page as well.
Yes.
You can go to their Facebook page at SolomonAdventures.com. Is their email?
Yes. Solomon'sAdventures@gmail.com.
So Solomon'sAdventures@gmail.com.
You have to like him on our Facebook page.
We're gonna put that up on our Facebook page. And it'd be interesting if when you are having some of these local debates that we can work something out and to broadcast some of these debates, because when
and speak to some of the kids.
When we are finished with this program as well, you can embed this program on your website.
Yes.
To say that you was here with us on the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. So these are the type of programs that we are really interested in, and we're going to see what we can do here in South Orange and Maplewood.
Yes, further.
To have them implement this program in South Orange and Maplewood, because I think it can really help. With the situation, the situation we have here in South Orange and Maplewood, especially for.
Do you? But I know we're getting ready to wrap up. Do you ever debate? Suburban like Milburn, and do you involve those types?
Well, we extend
Madison.
We extend the invitation to them, but a lot of them have not been able to respond for one reason or another. But that invitation
You being
is there.
politically correct.
Play talk, bad manners.